join me mid-Twix, mid-car wash. Went out this morning, tried to make a video, didn't work out, not really what I wanted to do or portray. The third time in, we've lost Angry Wife up there. Normally this would be ideal, but she's got the car keys. I've just finished off a salted caramel Twix, which I think was the Slimmers edition. I need to sit down. It's a good job it's a car wash, because I've just put one tank of fuel in, and it's not a big tank in this one, in the Crane Death boxes. And a car wash, it's over 70 quid now. 154 a litre, 155 basically a litre. Cheers, Donald Trump. The rate this is going, there'll be no more Korean Death box. I'll be doing all my future videos by pedaling bike on pogo stick. We're taking a walk. We're going up to a place near Meltham where I live, and I think it's a disused pump house where they divert the water through the reservoirs and whatnot. It's run down, it's knackered, it's my kind of thing. But I'm scoping it with view to a night shoot. And I thought it might be quite interesting if we go together and you can see my thinking and how I do this. I always go up in the day, work my angles, find my south for the Milky Way, find the other angles I'm going to go for and see if anything else works while we're there, fly the drone, get a bit of B-roll, and hopefully come back tonight because of 8 PM tonight, we're supposed to have clear skies. So we're going to get stars, maybe a Milky Way if we're lucky. I know it's not a new moon until next week, but I'm going to try. So I figured you guys could come along as well. We'll go do it together. Come with. We're also coming to you off the back of the news, or the rumour shall I say, but apparently it's a reliable one, that OM System are looking at reworking and re-releasing a Pen F. I'm saving up now, I'm putting the money in the bank, I will have one of those on day of release. I'm overjoyed if that camera comes out, as long as it's not just a USB stuck on an old model. Hopefully it'll be killer. Right, I've got to my parking spot where I'm going to go scope it out. As I say, this is kind of the run through of what I normally do when I find something I want to put. I don't want to say a little bit of effort in, because that makes it sound like there's some photos I don't put effort into, and that's not the case. But when I'm preparing for the shoot, I'm like, I'll get this right. This is kind of what I do. I've brought 2 Olympus lenses with me, Old Faithful and my super wide, both 2.8 Pro lenses. I'm not going to take the tripod out. There's no point in it. Like I say, I'm just sizing it up at the minute and seeing if it works, the angles. I'm 99% sure this will work. But obviously I want to get down there and see. So come with and I'll walk you through my kind of process. This is something I love about coming out, watching dogs, being professional dogs. Proper engineering, look at that. I'm not making like that anymore. Okay, so we're here. And according to the Yorkshire Water signs, it's called Meltham Brow Grains Road. It's no pump house, I think, that people used to use the control for the flow of water and whatnot. I've had a quick mooch round, scoped it out, different angles and whatnot. I've tried it with the 12 to 40 f2.8. It's just too telephoto, if you will. It's too narrow. So I'm back on the 7 to 14 f2.8 Pro. And a bit of housekeeping, just for the sake of video, for anybody gets upset. When I take the drone up, I'm well aware there's power lines here. I'm well aware of how high they are and that they terminate there. I'll be flying it up manually and I'll be landing it manually. And I'll probably do it from up there, well aware. Just going to do a few easy manoeuvres way above where there's any issues. Just before people get upset, I'm thinking about what I'm doing. According to Apple, south is that way, which means if we're going to come up tonight and we've been promised clear sky from 8 PM, that means the Milky Way should be right above that house at that angle. I appreciate that it's best to have a clear sky and a new moon. We ain't got a new moon until April 17th apparently. However, I'm going to give it a shot. Even if there's no Milky Way, but there's just a cracking starry sky above it, I think that'll look kind of good. So I'm going to have a walk around and try some prep shots. There we go. And I'll share the practice shots with you as well, or the test shots as I'm trying to line them up, simply for the fact that, you know, the idea that what we're looking at and what we're working with, and this is why we do it. I'm not going to be one of those people that stands there and suggests every time he goes out to shoot, he nails it first time. That's a nice angle there, I like that one. Could it be worth getting it tight here and shooting up, trying to maybe negate these fences that have gone down? Well, I actually quite like that as well. You cut out this end bit of the building here, you get that and the power lines and the trail leading off. It's whether we'll get an astro shot that works with that in. That works well, that's nice. We'll have one of them. So I've got half a dozen shots in the bag. Like I say, snapshots, the kind of thing you take on your phone, just practicing different angles. And I'm trying to get interesting angles of the building whilst capturing a good portion of the night sky. So the one I'm kind of stuck on at the minute, which I'm liking, it captures the back half of this building and this trail that goes down there behind you. Now, it'll probably take a couple of exposures. I'll do one for the sky and one for the landscape. But if it comes to that, I'll show you both frames before I mask them together so you can see what it looks like when they come together. Drone time. Flying time. So two things I've got to consider now. One is I'm going to put myself on a diet because chocolate and Coca-Cola seems to be becoming part of the everyday, which is nuts. Queer for me. I never used to eat that stuff. But I'm really enjoying it. The other thing is my knee's buggered, my left knee. Got to go back to the doctors, but it's going to be a surgery one. I can feel it's my pain that I know very, very well. So I'm going to keep doing these videos, but I'm going to keep doing it within the realms of what I'm capable of. Hopefully it shouldn't slow us down too much. Let's have a fly. Keep it away from the birds and the power lines, eh? Hello. How you doing?
Take off.
Well, that's the hard part of the day done. Got the initial scoping down. It's kind of, that's the angle, if you will, that I'm going for. I'll be playing with that later on, trying to get the best details in and whatnot. Fairly confident something should come off it as long as the clouds burn off, which they said it will at about 8 o'clock. A barn owl has just come out. Check this out. I've got my 300 in the bag. I'm not gonna, when he goes down, I'm gonna get it out and get a shot of him. Look at this. I'm hoping this is coming out. It's one of those days it's meant to be. You come out just for a wobble and a barn owl flies across your path. Epic. And the barn owl's gone to ground. Been here 5 minutes, I've not seen him again. That's sod's law, isn't it? What I am going to do is I'm going to drop some of the video gear back at the car, like the drones and things, and I think I'm going to go out just with 300 F4 on the harness to see what we can get. He's obviously out hunting. Could be video of many parts, this. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't a barn owl, it was a short-eared owl. I wasn't quick enough to get the lens on and get the camera out. I hope I caught it on the Osmo. Obviously I'm going to be looking at that footage later on, see what I can do with that. But right now, Hellion number 1 has offered me a takeaway, so I'm going to go home, fill me face with the Slimmers curry, and then we'll come back tonight when all the clouds are burnt off, hopefully, and the stars are out. Shoot that pump house. Hopefully you'll be coming too. See you in a bit. We made it back. When I walk through, I'm not going to get distracted by anything. I've not bought any long lenses. We're just going to get up, shoot this pump house, and get back. Night sky is beautiful tonight. Certainly brisk out tonight and all that. That's it. We're off road now. Just got to continue reminding myself I'm the apex predator out here because it's dark. Just got to look for my trail. It's off to the left up here somewhere. There she is. Come out at night, in the cold, in the dark, in the middle of nowhere. It'll be fun. It'll be worth it when we get that shot in the bag. I reckon any minute now the house will start emerging. There we go. There it is. Oh, good. Oh, it's not creepy at all. This is nothing like the Blair Witch, is it? This is creepy for us. And there we go, folks. We're here. I'm obviously working off the light at the minute, just so you can see what we're recording, but I'm going to have to turn it off shortly because it will knacker my night vision. But I'll tell you what I can see looking up here, there's plenty of stars out. I don't know if we'll get the Milky Way. I did a bit of homework back at the ranch. I think we might be a bit too soon for it, but what I want to tell you is we'll get a lovely clear night sky with lots of shots with crystal clear stars, hopefully, with that Starry Sky autofocus. Stop blabbing, get set up and get it in the bag. One hint that I can give, which I like to execute myself regularly, is when you come out on night shoots, the bare minimum of what you need. So tonight for me, that's camera, headlight, tripod, and obviously you guys. The simple reason being, it's ever so easy to put something down and forget it. I've done it too many times. This isn't my first Osmo mic. Yeah, there. That's the shot. Thereabouts. We'll fine tune it as we go. First shot, it's a lot of light pollution, as you can see. Not overly happy with the composition either. I'm going to go again, try and recompose it, get more of that sky in, and hopefully get something I'm happy with. Good-o. 2 frames in the bag I'm reasonably happy with. I can go home, mask the foreground and background together. Should come out in a nice shot. I want to try a couple more angles while I'm here. It is cold, there's not a lot moving, but I'd like to kind of get a dynamic one, exploit that wide angle, you know, get the distortion, get as much of the sky in as I can, because it's so clear. Bit more spooky and red, isn't it? Got a couple of nice shots I think I can work with. Quite happy, not the best I've ever done. I think, what a clear, beautiful night. I'm hoping the stars come out as clear as they look tonight. Stunning. Hey up folks, back in the Korean death box. It is late and it's got cold, so I decided to call it. Not the best shots I've ever done in my life. I'll stand by them, say they're okay. I'm obviously going to want to get them in Lightroom and see how they come out. I enjoyed it. Didn't quite pan out what I thought I was going to do with perspectives and things. Maybe I needed a bit more time on research. Beat myself up too much about it, I think. Apologies, there wasn't much footage later on, as you can appreciate. It's blooming dark up here, and I've got 3 things to hold and two hands to hold them with. I need to work on that, figure that out somehow if I'm going to keep doing these late night shoots, because otherwise they're going to be fairly pointless. Just something a bit different, you know. It was kind of midweek, let's go out late, let's get it, let's do something that's, you know, not very common, shall we say. Could have done light painting, could have thrown that in there. Just didn't want to tonight. I wanted to get it, you know, in camera. It was one of those pictures tonight. I don't know how it's going to come out, and I don't think it really matters. It's one of those that one day I'm going to come up here and shoot that at night, and I've been saying that for about 12 years. And tonight became the night when I'm going to do it. I hope it comes out all right, or as kind of the mind's eye sees it. The Olympus performed flawlessly. The Starry Sky autofocus where it finds it, and you just have to play with your foreground a little bit to get that exposed correctly so you can blend them. There is, you'll see out here, a lot of light pollution. You can see it in the pictures. There's no way around it. You've got one of the UK's major cities over the way. Just is what it is. If they do turn out well, obviously this will be a video, and the images will either be as we go through or to follow at the end. I've got a few ideas for cool stuff coming up. Just as a sneak peek, I have got a week booked in the Findhorn Valley up in the Highlands. Hoping to do some wildlife photography up there, but the evenings promise to be dark skies. So that should hopefully give us some good results. We'll see. I don't want to build that up too much. We'll see how that pans out. But thank you ever so much for coming along. Appreciate it might have been a shorter video. Appreciate it might have been a weirder video. Appreciate it was a little bit different. I had to get something ticked off my bucket list, which was shooting that pump house at night. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for coming with. Appreciate it. See you on the next one.